Tonight, the Greyhounds Sports Network is live from Boerne, Texas with Greyhounds Volleyball.
Make it clap.
The 2-0 Hondo Owls take on our undefeated Greyhounds in a non-district matchup. The Greyhounds are coming off their third straight win on Tuesday as they defeated the Blanco Panthers in 4 sets. Boerne High School Volleyball starts now.
Back once again on the Greyhounds Sports Network for high school volleyball. Tonight, it's the final of a season-opening 4-match homestand as Boerne hosts Hondo. Good evening and welcome inside Greyhound Gym. Just a few nights ago, this is where the Greyhounds beat the Blanco Panthers in 4 sets to improve to a perfect 3-0 on the season. Now the Greyhounds' opponent tonight, Hondo, was also undefeated. The Owls are 2-0, posting a pair of come-from-behind victories over rival Divine and then this past Tuesday over Bandera. Coming up, we'll talk more about the Greyhounds with 12th-year head coach Tisha Pettibon. Back with more high school volleyball after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
That's up, ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout to the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown, a lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes! Woo!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
Welcome back to Greyhound Gym here on the Greyhound Sports Network. Tonight it is Boerne against Hondo as the Greyhounds wrap up a 4-match season-opening homestand. We're now joined by head coach Tisha Pettibon for the Boerne Greyhounds. And Coach, thanks for joining us. Let's start with the fact that the school and the program have attempted to start this season under, again, a difficult set of circumstances. Just how challenging has it been to get this season underway, given all that's happening around us?
You know, there's a few things that we have to do different for safety protocols, but for us, for everyday things, volleyball's still the same. We separate practices by teams, and the kids come in. The varsity practice in the morning, the JV and freshman practice after school, and it's regular volleyball for us. So exciting, and it's fun, and I'm glad these kids get to play. I know they really enjoy it, and seeing the smiles on their faces is why we do this. So it's exciting to get to play. I'm glad UIL has allowed us to do it.
Coach, this is your 12th season now at Boerne. I take it you've never come across anything like this in your career before. What has this experience been like for you on a personal level?
Just longer days, a lot more hand sanitizing and wiping down of balls. But for me, I mean, you wake up and you do this for the kids and you're excited that you get to actually compete. I know this 5A and 6As are itching to go. I've had a lot of my friends text me, and so you know, I'm just glad that we get to play and glad that we get to be here. Everything's different, but we're just trying to be safe and do what we can for these kids so they get to compete every day.
Let's look at the way your team has started so far this season, a record of 3-0, a couple of sweeps last week. You got pushed a little bit by Blanco on Tuesday. How would you assess your team's start so far 2 weeks in?
Well, we did not serve-receive well against them, so we passed for an hour and a half the next day. But as far as defense and offensively, we were pretty strong. So we always have things to get better at, and we just got to improve at the things that we weren't successful in the night before. So they came back the next day, and we had a great practice. So I was really proud of the way that they rebounded after that one lost set, and they showed a lot of maturity and composure when they came back and won the third set.
You look at your team from last year, you had 10 all-district players, but 7 of them were seniors. However, the 3 you have returning back, Addison Amick has been very good for you as your libero, playing strong defense. Madison Jones as your setter, and Laura Roberts, a sophomore, very good offensively. What has impressed you about their play so far?
Yeah, I'm just excited for our young kids. They're really stepping up and being leaders for this team. And they showed a lot of maturity last year, being with a bunch of seniors and kind of gelling with that team. So I'm excited for our younger kids. I'm excited for the 3 seniors that we have left. They're just really, this team is really unselfish, and they're kind of humble, and they're all trying to fight for playing time. And they compete every day in practice. We had a great practice yesterday because these kids are fighting for positions. So it's kind of fun starting for me with a kind of a brand new team. Like, okay, who wants to play? Who wants to win time on the court? So it's been fun doing that and letting these guys compete every day. I'm really proud of our younger kids. They're stepping up. They're doing big things on the court. And just every day our goal is to get better and better and be more competitive day in and day out.
Hondo's out to a 2-0 start. The Owls are playing well as well. What are your thoughts on tonight's opponent?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's a varsity team and everyone's going to come in here to win. So we kind of approach every day as you got to show up and you got to compete and you got to do your best every day, every second to compete and win that match. So you have to basically appreciate every team that walks in the door, whether they're 2-0 or 0-2. You never know what's going to happen or what's happened in those prior matches. So we just respect every opponent when they walk in the door.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Again, the Boerne Greyhounds tonight trying to stay perfect on the season, looking for a 4-0 start as they host the Hondo Owls. First serve is coming up after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
Time to talk ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
And welcome back inside Greyhound Gym, ready for the start of tonight's match between the 2-0 Hondo Owls and the 3-0 Boerne Greyhounds. The Owls just introduced to the crowd here at Greyhound Gym. Again, Hondo comes in with a record of 2-0 under the guidance of first-year head coach Alicia Gonzalez, as now the Greyhounds are introduced to the crowd here at Boerne High School. Addison Amick, the libero, the senior, the first out of the introduction line there for Boerne. As we go up and through the Greyhounds roster here, there's Kendra Schwartz, number 4 there for Boerne. The senior had 10 kills at a team-high 3 blocks in the win over Blanco on Tuesday. McKenna Mann, number 5 for Boerne, first-year varsity player, was second on the team behind Amick and Diggs in Tuesday's win over the Panthers, had 10 of those. Moments ago, the number 7, Madison Jones, just went through the line for Boerne. We'll talk more about her throughout the broadcast as well. All-district player from a year ago as a freshman. She had 30 assists and 3 aces in Tuesday's win over the Blanco Panthers. And there, number 15, the sophomore Lauren Roberts, another all-district returnee from 2019, also earning those honors as a freshman. A season-high 15 kills and the win over Blanco on Tuesday. She was one dig shy of recording a double-double. Bridget Brock, the junior, also played impressively on Tuesday. She was wearing the number 18. And Tori Adams, the final one in the introduction line, third of the team, averaging just under 2 kills per set. She has played well to start the 2020 season. And there again, Tisha Pettibon in her 12th season as Boerne head coach. We had a chance to visit with her before the start of tonight's match. You look at the Hondo Owls, their 2-0 record. And again, a couple of 5-set victories. They opened the season by coming from down 0-2 to defeat rival Divine in 5 sets. That was this past Saturday. And then against Bandera on Tuesday. Hondo was again trailing 2-1 after 3, but came back to win the final 2 sets. They are out to a 2-0 start. The Greyhounds, they're out to a 3-0 start. They swept Comfort in Jordanton last week. They beat Blanco in 4 sets on Tuesday. All those matches happening here at Greyhound Gym. Tonight, the 4th and final match of a season-opening homestand. We saw the Greyhounds wear predominantly white on Tuesday. They're wearing purple this evening with the exception of the libero, Addison Amick. Well, the Owls in the navy blue, and they will occupy the right side of the court. Typically in volleyball, you see the teams trade sides after each set, but given the social distancing attempts being made by the teams, by the schools, and by the UIL, they will not trade sides. So you'll see Boerne on the left, Hondo on the right all night long. You look at the history between these two programs, this is the first time in 3 years that the Greyhounds have faced the Owls. The series so far has been decidedly in the Greyhounds' favor, an 11-2 all-time record against Hondo. And first serve will belong to the Owls. It's Emma Newman, the senior. Her sisters Abby and Taylor were all district players a year ago, and has so far been the team's top setter, averaging a little more than 5 assists per set. And a good start for Hondo on top early, 1-0. Going back to our conversation with Coach Pettibon, mentioned the serve-receive game was lacking in the win over Blanco on Tuesday. A receiving error early on against the Greyhounds here. But there's the Greyhounds' first point of the night. And that will give us a chance to look at Taylor Adams serving for the first time. As you look at the Boerne point, a hit from the left side courtesy of Lauren Roberts. First serve for the Greyhounds this evening. A jump serve from Adams off the tape. Hondo returning. Here's Roberts from the right side. Oh, and a nice ball put down by Kendra Schwartz. She was really good. Up at the net in the win over Blanco on Tuesday. 10 kills at a team high, 3 blocks in the win over the Panthers. And Boerne now with his first lead as Adams serves again. And that serve sails behind the back line. We're tied at 2. Owls a year ago, 19-7. They tied for the district title, co-champions of District 29 4A, now playing in District 30 4A after the recent UIL realignment. And again, the head coach, Alicia Gonzalez, her first season, replacing Lauren Ofinger this past offseason. Tough ball at the net, and Schwartz unable to make the play for Boerne that time. Hondo takes a 3-2 lead. Again, the Owls have had tough starts so far through their first 2 matches. They fell behind 0-2 against Devine on Saturday. Fell down 2-1 against Bandera on Tuesday, but they closed out strong. Able to come back and win both of those matches. As now Schwartz serves for the Greyhounds. Hit from the left side for Hondo, and the shot sneaks in for Jessica Gruber. The junior looked really good in that win over the Bulldogs on Tuesday. 13 digs and 6 kills. And a come from behind victory. And now serving is Cassidy Reese, junior libero, all-district returnee from 2019. Roberts, the Greyhounds, picking up where she left off from this past Tuesday, recorded a season-high 15 kills and was 1 dig shy of a double-double in the win over the Panthers. There is the sophomore Roberts on the kill and now in on service for the first time tonight. Tough ball by Adams, set up nicely for Hondo, and Anna Schultz takes advantage. Team leader in kills per set through the early part of the season as Hondo takes a 5-4 lead. And on the rotations, that will now send Reagan Villa back to serve. Received by Amick. Good dig from Reese for Hondo. Leads to a shot from Gruber. Greyhounds able to return. A ball that goes off the railings where the lights are located. And Lauren Roberts late to react. Back and forth first set so far. Hondo, a 2-point advantage. Little jump set there. Good swing from Ashley Klingman. Hondo, though, able to return. Tori Adams from the left side. Again, we had a chance to see the Greyhounds up front on Tuesday, and Boerne really used the left side to its advantage all night long against the Panthers. Good swing with the right arm from the left from Adams. She had 7 kills and 5 digs in the win over Blanco on Tuesday. As McKenna Mann has a jump serve for Boerne. Tough ball at the net. That was not the best of sets there from Reagan Villa. And Boerne a 2-point run. Well, no, now they're going to rule this against Boerne. I think they're going to say that one of the Greyhound players stepped on the center line. So it's a point for Hondo and a 7-5 lead for the Owls. Right to Roberts. The set from Jones and the swing, but too strong from Klingman. Boerne's played in just 10 sets through 3 matches so far. They've only lost 1. Down early here, 8-5. Free ball for Hondo. Little back set there for the Owls off the fingertips of a Boerne player. Yes, the kill goes to Morgan Waynon. A 9-5 Hondo lead. As Emma Newman serves for Hondo. Check that is Gruber with the jump serve. And Boerne players lacking communication there on a ball that fell between 4 different Greyhounds. And the Owls creating some separation here early. Gruber's serve received by Mann. There's Jones' set up to the back row for Roberts with the Owls in position. That ball stays on the Owls side, but it was called a double hit anyway. Boerne ends the scoring rally. As Hondo, again, unable to, 1, get the ball over the net, but 2, again, the double hit was the call there to interrupt play as Amick serves for the Greyhounds. Nice setup of Schwartz from Madison Jones. One of the better offensive sets we've seen from Boerne tonight. And serving again is Amick. She notched a season high in digs on Tuesday, 22 of them. Also season high in aces with 4 against the Panthers. Good effort from Boerne just to get the ball over there. Great defense from Schwartz and the Greyhounds. Teamed up with Jasmine Phillips, creating a brick wall there at the net. And a 3-point run for Boerne has cut the lead down to 2. Back to action here. And the Hounds score again. Again, good frontline play. Schwartz along with Madison Jones. It's now 10-9. Jones, a little jump set there for her teammate, works out to Jasmine Phillips. And the Greyhounds have responded well. Down 10-5, it's 5 straight scored by Boerne. Good swing there from Phillips, caught the defense cheating up. Ball saved by Reese Libero, but Hondo unable to get it over. 6 in a row scored by Boerne. Timeout taken by Hondo and first-year head coach Alicia Gonzalez. Again, we're just getting things started here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. Football, volleyball coverage coming up in the weeks and months ahead to include our next telecast next Friday, a week from tonight, as the Boerne Greyhound football team opens up the 2020 season against Beeville Jones and the Trojans. Kickoff at 7:30. Coverage available here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. In fact, today, Boerne's football team scrimmaging against Canyon Lake in preparation of the upcoming 2020 season. So again, the Hounds on top 11-10. They've scored 6 unanswered. Tonight, wrapping up a 4-match season opening homestand for Boerne. They'll play a pair of road matches next week. Their next home match is scheduled for September 4th against Pleasanton. Boerne looking for a 4-0 start. Hondo looking to go 3-0. Here's Amick to serve again. 5 straight serves for the Greyhound senior. She'll get a 6th. 7 unanswered score now. Again, Amick, very good defensively. Team leader in digs, 43 on the year. Comes out to more than 4% and also leads the team in aces with 11 through the Greyhounds' first 3 matches. And now Boerne, 8 straight scored. That streak ends on a service error from Amick. It's now 13-11. And here's the serve from Lindy Berger. And 1 service error traded for another. Back out to a 3-point Boerne lead. As we see Madison Jones serving. Again, really impressive play from her last year as a freshman. Named All-District. And the now sophomore is averaging more than 8 assists per set here in the early part of the young season. Whistle blows. Somebody was on the line. It was Hondo. Or no, it was Boerne. They're saying one of the Greyhound players stepped on the center line. And Hondo will serve again. It's Emma Newman. She is the assist leader for Hondo. She commits a service error. Had 25 of them in the 5-set victory over Bandera a few nights ago. So this was a 10-5 Hondo advantage. Since then, the Greyhounds have won 10 out of the last 12 points. As Tana Lux, first-year varsity player, sets the serve for Boerne. Not a good setup there. At least not if you're Hondo. That was a perfect setup for Boerne's front line to make a play. Or no, the point was awarded to Hondo there. There's some confusion on the court. I think they're saying that one of the Boerne players touched the net, so that is not a point for Boerne. It is a point for Hondo, and it's 15-13. Standing serve is over for Aaron Majors. Big shot from Schwartz, but into the net. And this is a 1-point game. (15-14) Greyhounds on top. 2 straight scored by the Owls. Jones jump set for Adams. Ball falls over the Hondo side of the court. Back out to a 2-point Boerne lead. Good defense up in the net from the Greyhounds there. Adams had that big swing early. That ball hit the ceiling hard. Ricochets quick back to the court, and the Greyhounds unable to track it down. You'll see it here. The ball will come out of the picture and then shoot right back down. Back and forth we go. Roberts, too strong. Just outside that sideline towards the back right corner, and we're knotted at 16. Here's Cassie Reese to serve again. Jump set from Jones, swing from Adams, denied. Good play. Lindy Berger on the front line for Hondo. And this was a 15-12 Boerne lead. Since then, a 5-1 run by the Owls. Jones setting it up for Klingman. Hondo trying to return. Here's the pushover, not going to get over for Jessica Gruber. And we're tied again. And now it's Lauren Roberts, the sophomore. A team high 33 kills so far this year, more than 3%. Bump set up for the Owls. That's going to fall in this time for Gruber. The game seems to be playing at a faster pace than what we saw against Blanco on Tuesday. Hondo on top, 18-17. That was a tough pass there by Amick, and Boerne unable to send it back over. That'll lead to a timeout from Coach Pettibon. Boerne's first with Hondo on top, 19-17. Well, again, we mentioned football coverage coming up next Friday, more volleyball coverage coming up as well. If you want to become a part of it all, as we show you right here, yes, our next volleyball telecast coming up on September the 8th as Boerne takes on Cornerstone Christian. You can become a part by getting into one of the advertising packages we have available. In-game commercials, logo placement, mentions by yours truly, game naming rights. All of these are very affordable options for those that are interested in becoming an advertising partner with the Greyhound Sports Network. Contact Athletic Director Stan Leach. Addison Amick and the Greyhounds trailing by 2, 19-17. Hondo on a 7-2 run. And Coach Pettibon trying to perhaps disrupt the rhythm here from Hondo with that timeout call. Set up for Adams, and the timeout works just fine. Tori Adams with the kill. Again, had 7 of those in the win over Blanco on Tuesday. And Boerne now with a chance to tie things up. With McKenna Mann serving. Played really good defense on Tuesday. Had 10 digs. Second on the team behind Amick in the win over the Panthers. Good serve there from Mann. And we are tied at 19. Mann's serve is over. Not the best of passes. Hondo, though, able to return. The whistle blows. And Hondo was over the net. Now 3 straight scored by Boerne. That serve too strong. That time for Mann. And we are tied again. 20 all. Good chance this could extend beyond the 25-point plateau. Good jump serve there from Gruber. Greyhounds unable to handle it. 21-20, the Hondo lead. Back and forth we go. Hondo error that time with a serve from Gruber. And we're tied once more, 21. Both teams trying to stay undefeated on the young season. Boerne 3-0, Hondo 2-0. Serve from Amick. Good shot there from Aaron Majors, a senior. A mighty swing with the right arm as Hondo takes a 1-point lead. Here's a serve for the Owls. It's in. Amick and Mann caught looking at one another for Boerne. Both thought it was going to land out. Timeout taken by Coach Pettibon. Hondo 2 points away from a 1-0 lead. Again, the Owls have yet to win an opening set this season. Fell behind 0-2 against Devine on Saturday, came back to win. Fell behind 2-1 against Bandera on Tuesday, and again came back to win. The Owls had 8 all-district players a year ago. 5 of them are back. A team that again won a share of the 29-4A title and reached the region quarterfinals. The deepest playoff run for the program in 6 years. Should note now, though, that Hondo in a new district, 34A, with Carrizo Springs, Uvalde, Crystal City, and Pearsall. Out of the timeout, 2-point Hondo lead. And here's Lindy Berger to serve. Right to man. Jones, a jump set over the reach of her teammate. Shorts. And it is set point for the Owls. Schwartz. Nice play there for Boerne. Again, caught Hondo's defense cheating up towards the 6-foot line. Took them out of position in the back row. And the Greyhounds have some life. It remains set point for Hondo, and they'll get it on his service error from Madison Jones. And the Owls take a 1-0 lead as they win the first set, 25-22. The second set coming your way after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
That's up ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others, and sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, Frozen Food Feud, and the Food Wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, channel 563.
Bourne Builders is all new and bringing out their Sunday best.
We didn't get dressed up for nothing.
Every old barn unlocks new stories.
This is the initial of his great-great-grandfather.
History can't save itself, but they can.
To save it, it feels good right here.
An all-new Barnwood Builders, Sunday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch DIY, GVTC, channel 126.
bloom like that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know?
It makes us want to continue to be their voice.
Watch Animal Planet, GVTC, Channel 552.
The Hondo Owls use a 5-2 run to close out the first set and take it 25-22. And for the first time this season, the Greyhounds trail in sets. They're down 0-1. And for the first time here, the young part of the 2020 season, Hondo has a 1-0 lead. Boerne, though, starts on service here in set 2. If you recall, Hondo opened things up with a 10-5 lead. Boerne came storming back and led 15-12, but it was all Hondo after that. Madison Jones had the service error for Boerne to end that first set, and she'll open here in service in set 2. Left-handed serve. Received by Anna Schultz. Didn't really see much of her in that first set. All-district player last year as a sophomore. Boerne takes a 1-0 lead. Jones, good setup for Kendra Schwartz. And the setter will serve again. There's man the bump set for Roberts. Lauren Roberts had a couple of good swings early in that opening set, kind of quiet after that. Good play there, and the Greyhounds take a 2-0 lead. Back set there for Hondo. The shot from Aaron Majors, and the Owls have their first point. Talk about Majors and Anna Schultz, the two kills leaders for this Hondo team. Both all-district a year ago in 2019. Combined for 23 kills in the win over Bandera on Tuesday. No kill here for Hondo. As Boerne takes a 3-1 advantage. And again, it's Schwartz with a big hit there for the Greyhounds. As we see Taylor Adams serving now. And the junior right-hander sends it over. Too much in that swing from the middle, and Jacqueline Leva. Another all-district player who we really didn't see much from in the first set for Hondo. Early 4-1, Boerne lead, down 0-1. Good ball put down by Majors. Saw the defense cheating up and simply tapped it right over. The outstretched hands of the Boerne defenders as Majors will now serve for the Owls. Very good in non-district play last year, record of 14-5, and Hondo also very good on the road, 8-3 last season. We'll look at the last Boerne point. Jones, a good setup. And Tori Adams on the kill. Here's Zamick. Her serve too strong. That'll cut Boerne's lead down to 2. As Cassidy Reese will serve here for the Owls. With Hondo down 5-3. Tori Adams trying to place that into the back row, but Reese in position. There's Schultz's swing. Did it stay in? It did. And that'll cut it to 5-4. Jones, a back set. Roberts, a swing, but it sailed out. And the Owls will rally back to tie things up at 5-5. Talked about all the all-district players back for Hondo this year, 5 of them. Boerne had 10 such players last year, 7 of them were seniors. And that included an all-state player in Jasmine Nelston. But the 3 that are back, 3 very good players. As Tori Adams scores for Boerne. We spoke about those 3 with Coach Pettibon earlier in tonight's telecast. Addison Amick, Madison Jones, Lauren Roberts. All 3 returning to the team after earning all district honors last year. And Roberts and Jones did so as freshmen. There's Amick on the dig. Tori Adams says the ball stay on her side of the net. I'll tie things up at 6. And to serve now for Hondo is Addison Williams, the lone freshman on the court for either team. Left-handed serve, right to Amick. And a good ball from Ashley Klingman for the Greyhounds. Just use her fingertip to slap that ball back over. As Boerne serves on top 7-6. Here's McKenna Mann. Jump serve for the righty. Received by Reese. Back set up there for Hondo, but Jessica Gruber's swing goes right into the net. The attacking error gives Boerne a 2-point lead. This is one of 15 non-district matches the Greyhounds will play this year. Again, scheduling is limited due to the UIL guidelines put in place. Given the current set of circumstances surrounding the pandemic, Boerne will open 28-4A play at home against Wimberley on September 22nd. Greyhounds play 2 on the road next week. Good effort there from Lindy Berger just to get that ball over for Hondo. Amick, the first hit, dump attempt there from Jones, stuffed out by Hondo. And a long volley results in a Hondo point. We're tied again at 8. Again, the Greyhounds have dominated this matchup over the years. First time these two have faced each other since 2017. But in the 13 prior meetings, Boerne has won 11. A look at the Greyhound bench again when the players are there. There's a bump of elbows and wrists, no high fives. Gator masks are on as well. Greyhounds doing everything they can to comply with the UIL guidelines and assure as much as possible the season not only begins but finishes. Hondo players are doing the same. Gator masks are on for those on the sideline. Both coaches wearing their face guards as well. Coach Pettibon with a Gator mask and Coach Gonzalez the face mask for Hondo. This last point was awarded to Boerne. So the Greyhounds on service on top, 10-8 jump serve from Klingman. And then the Greyhounds caught the freshman Addison Williams up at the front line, and big size advantage and an easy Boerne point. Jones, back set for Roberts, has to send over a free ball. Tough ball there, goes off the tape, saved by Hondo. Bump set to the back row. The shot from Reese was good, but dug out by Mann. The freshman sets. Schwartz, the swing for Boerne. Greyhounds on top, 12-8. As Klingman serves again for Boerne. 4-point Greyhound lead, make it 5. And Coach Gonzalez is going to call for a timeout. Largest lead Boerne has had tonight, 13-8 as they trail 1-0. Looking at some other volleyball headlines around the area, San Antonio Reagan playing at the 6A level. Their season is yet to begin. They're ranked 6th in the latest USA Today regional rankings. They're one of 7 teams from Texas in the top 10. And former New Braunfels High School head coach Phyllis Fowler is getting ready for her first season coaching at the collegiate level at TLU in Seguin. Retired from New Braunfels 4 years ago, out of retirement, and now coaching at Texas Lutheran. A look at the Hondo huddle again, a team that is out to a 2-0 start. They're on the right side. The Greyhounds have broken the huddle. They are on the left there on your screen. Boerne off to an impressive start here in set 2 on top, 13-8. And Ashley Klingman has served well here for Boerne. The junior with a jump serve, a shot right to the back right corner. Oh, and that ball ate up Mann. That will end the Boerne run. It had been 5 straight scored by the Greyhounds. And there you see that impressive ball bumped over by Reese. That gave Mann some trouble. Schwartz taps it over. Owls able to return, and Schwartz that time was shot into the net. Now 2 straight scored by Hondo. (13-10) Boerne lead. Right to Roberts. Here's Jones setting it up for her teammate Jasmine Phillips. Future is bright for the sophomore setter Madison Jones. Put that ball on a tee for Phillips, and Boerne back in front by 4. Good serve that time for the aforementioned Madison Jones. And the Greyhounds have tied their largest lead. Man, the bump set. Roberts charging in, but Reese in position. Ball goes off of Roberts and Schwartz on the block attempt. Hondo pulls to within 1. There you saw a great shot from Roberts, but Cassidy Reese again. Good defense from the libero for Hondo. Emma Newman serving now for the Owls. And will not see a second in a row. Back out to a 5-point Boerne lead. Rotations here for Coach Pettibon. And that will bring Tana Lux into serve. Good save from Roberts. Well, back tap there in the setup leads to a free ball for Boerne. Roberts again. Too much on that one from Aaron Majors. 6-point Boerne lead. As the Greyhounds take that point following a long rally. And there's the hit again. Too strong for Majors. 17-11 Boerne. Great serve from the Greyhounds. And eventually, Boerne wins the point. That was Lux on the serve. Ball that kind of just died there in front of that 6-foot line. Hondo wasn't ready for it. They weren't ready for that one either. The lead balloons to 8, 19-11. Greyhounds getting good serves here from Lux, the sophomore. And that bears repeating. 20-11 Boerne now. And 5 points away from tying things up. Schwartz won the matchup with Leyva in the middle. It's now a 10-point lead. And Hondo again calls for time. Schwartz on a great setup from Madison Jones on the kill. 21-11. Boerne on top. As you see Coach Pettibon visit with the team, go back to something we discussed during Tuesday's telecast, just how determined the Greyhounds have been to get in the season and finish it. Coach Pettibon, when discussing the safety protocols, saying they're going to do whatever it takes to play. And Kendra Schwartz, who made that last play for Boerne, was quoted as saying in the same San Antonio Express News article that they're going to treat every game like it is their last, because they don't know if they're going to be able to get in a full season, but they are going to do their best to make sure that happens. The Owls break their huddle with work to do, down by 10. It has been all Boerne here in the second set. Hondo won the first, 25-22. Lux serves again for Boerne. Not a good setup. And Hondo takes the point. And that will finally end the Greyhounds' run. So that was quite a scoring rally behind Lux's serves. And Hondo probably playing more for momentum towards the third set than trying to win the second. Boerne 3 points away, Hondo's 13. Off the antenna. And now Boerne 2 points away. The setup there on the bump set took the attacker a little bit too close towards the near side of the court. As Amick serves for Boerne, that serve lands just a hair behind the back line. Cuts the lead back down to 10. Reese's standing serve, right to Lux. Jones the jump set, Adams the finish. And it is set point now for Boerne. In what has been a dominating second set. A chance to close it out now with Lauren Roberts on service. And they will close it out. So the Greyhounds bounce back from a first set loss to take set two. 25-13, the final serve from Roberts. The Owls, the attacking error, and we're tied 1-1. Back for set three after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others. And sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers for shoppers.
Flavor Town Market, where chefs courageously battle in games such as 5 ingredients or less, Frozen Food Feud, and the Food Wheel. All yearn to taste victory.
That's crazy.
But only one will be a champion in the aisles of Guy's Grocery Games. All new, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, Channel 563.
Boerne Builders is all new and bringing out their Sunday best.
We didn't get dressed up for nothing.
Every old barn unlocks new stories.
This is the initial of his great-great-grandfather.
History can't save itself, but they can.
To save it, it feels good right here.
An all-new Boerne Builders, Sunday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch DIY, GVTC, Channel 126.
See bloom like that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know?
It makes us want to continue to be their voice.
Watch Animal Planet, GVTC, Channel 552.
The Greyhounds bounce back from a one-set loss to win set 2. We're tied at 1 after 2. As the Greyhounds take the court ready for the third set. Again, both teams trying to stay undefeated on the season. Boerne 3-0, Hondo out to a 2-0 start. This has been a very resilient Hondo team here in the early part of the season. They trailed against rival Divine 0-2 this past Saturday, came back to win the final 3 sets and took the match in 5. And then Hondo was down 2-1 against Bandera on Tuesday. Came from behind to win the final 2 sets and took that one in 5 as well. Boerne so far 2 sweeps and a 4-set victory over Blanco. And we're underway here from Greyhound Gym in set 3. And Hondo takes the early 1-0 lead. Both teams winning records last year. Hondo won 19 matches, Boerne won 22. Both reached the postseason as well. And the last point, I think, was awarded to Boerne. They're going to say there was a deflection from Hondo. The ball last touched the Owls. So the Greyhounds take that first point, not Hondo. Greyhounds reach the postseason for a 9th consecutive year and reach the second round for a 2nd straight season. Adams, big swing, great dig from Hondo. The effort, though, for Gruber goes unrewarded as Boerne pulls ahead 2-0. Look at this swing from Adams coming in from the left. Meanwhile, Hondo last year in the postseason as well, and a deep run all the way to the region semifinals. Deepest run in 6 years for Hondo. Owls fall behind here 3-0. Another good serve from Boerne. Service game has been very good since the start of set 2. Adams with the serve. Free ball for Boerne. Right to Amick. Jones. A tough setup there as Taylor Adams was late to react from the back row. And Hondo on the board here in set 3. Aaron Majors on the serve for Hondo. Schwartz trying to go cross court. Couldn't get the ball to angle back down. And now it's 3-2. Adams again. There's Schultz for Hondo. Good swing, but right to Madison Jones. And Roberts has hit so many fastballs tonight. That time, the changeup lands between the Hondo defenders. Boerne back in front by 2 as Adams records another kill. Averaging more than 3% so far in the young part of the 2020 season. Good serve from Addison Amick. Team leader in aces coming in with 11. 4 of them came in Tuesday's win over Blanco. And the ace here gives Boerne a 5-2 lead. Gruber taps it over, and Hondo draws to within 2. Talked about Hondo's playoff success from a year ago, and again, so much back from last year. Hondo had 8 all-district players, 5 of them returning here in 2020. Good dig there from Amick. From the back row. Nice shot, and again dug out by the Greyhounds. Adams tries her hand, and Adams scores again. Some really good defense during that volley from both teams. Addison Amick for Boerne, along with Taylor Adams, as Tori Adams the one that scores. Boerne on top 6-3. Boerne on top 7-3. The Owls took that first set by 3, 25-22. Since then, all Greyhounds. They won that second set impressively, 25-13. And on top here in set 3, now 8-3. Coach Pettibon talked with us before the match tonight how the team responded during the week of practice after losing a single set to Blanco on Tuesday. They have responded well tonight after dropping the opening set to the Owls, as Hondo now pulls to within 4. Deep Boerne bench as well. A lot of quality players on this team, a good mix between veterans and newcomers. As the Owls serve. Adams to Adams. And it's 9-4 Boerne. Again, Coach Pettibon on the sidelines. In her 12th season, approaching 400 career wins. Dump play for Hondo, but man in position there for the Greyhounds. And a point there from Bridget Brock on the kill. Her sister Brianna was all-district last year. Looked very good in the win over Blanco on Tuesday with 5 kills. Hit that ball kind of awkwardly, but it did its job. 10-4. Well, back set there for Gruber. Greyhounds able to return. Gruber from the left side this time. That swing too strong from Lauren Roberts. As Hondo pulls to within 5. And on the rotations, Samantha Richter. Serving for the first time tonight for Hondo. And a good service there from Richter. Pulls Hondo to within 4. Good competitive match tonight between two unbeatens here at the young part of the season, week 2 of the Texas high school volleyball season. Hondo 2-0, Boerne 3-0. Something has to give tonight. We're tied 1-1 after 2. Boerne, though, now a 5-point lead here in set 3, 11-6. Veteran all-district players on both sides as well. High-level competition here this evening as Hondo returns a serve. Attempts to anyway, and Boerne now doubling up. Hondo's 12-6. Ashley Klingman serves again for Boerne. Ball lands in. The libero, Cassidy Reese, misjudged it, ducked out of the way. Leads to an ace and to a Hondo timeout. 13-6, the Boerne lead. Don't forget, again, next Friday, more Boerne High School athletics coverage coming up. It is Greyhound football, the 2020 opener, as Boerne hosts Beeville Jones and the Trojans. Kickoff at 7:30. Coverage available here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. And again, with all of the coverage coming up, you can be a part of it by joining one of the advertising packages. In-game commercials are available. Logo placement available as well throughout our graphics. Mentions by yours truly. Game naming rights, all of which are affordable options. For information, contact Athletic Director Stan Leach. Out of the timeout, 13-6 Greyhound lead. They've led throughout this first set. Good timeout call, though, by Coach Gonzalez. Disrupts that service rhythm from Boerne. The error committed by Klingman, and it's 13-7. Jones for Schwartz. Schwartz kind of falling away a little bit. And on her way down, not up. Tapped that ball with her left hand just to get it over. Hondo's players out of position. And Boerne back in front by a touchdown. Good dig from Mann. Jones setting it up for Phillips. Ball kept alive by Hondo. Phillips, Jones, Roberts. Ball goes through the railing, and Hondo able to return. Shot too strong, so after a long volley, Hondo takes the point, cuts the lead down to 6. Now that'll send Emma Newman to serve here for the Owls. One of 3 seniors on the team and commits the error. Puts Boerne back in front by 7, 15-8. And Tana Lux will now serve for the Greyhounds. Boerne had a long scoring rally behind her service earlier tonight. But there, the service error. So the two teams have exchanged those errors. Lead is back down to 6. And Majors will serve again here for Hondo, one of those 3 seniors we talked about. Second on the team in kills per set, and also the team leader in aces with 6, one of the better servers the Owls have. And she'll get another chance. That was the 4th hit for Boerne. And the Greyhound lead cut down to 5. Right to Tori Adams. Schwartz back to Adams. Adams again has played very well from the left side for Boerne here in the season opening homestand. And a great cross-court set, too, there from Kendra Schwartz. Amick serve. Free ball now for the Greyhounds. Jones for Roberts. Off the fingertips of Lindy Berger. And the Greyhounds have some separation here. 8 points away and leading by 7. As Amick serves again, this time into the net. Hondo pulls to within 6, and the Owls need a run right now, with again Boerne just 8 points away. As Berger will serve now for the Owls, trailing by 6. Her standing serve never had a chance. Greyhound players look on from the sideline. Just saw Schwartz there on the end. Had a big play moments ago. Roberts to serve now for Boerne. 2 Hondo players converge into the same spot. And Cassidy Reese and Aaron Majors, no communication there on the back line. And the Greyhounds, as a result, have an 8-point lead. Roberts, this time a jump serve. Good block from Hondo. Jacqueline Leyva, along with Emery Brandon, combining the play there for Hondo. Pulls the Owls back to within 7. Adams this time from the right side for Boerne. Well, the Greyhounds have 2 very capable offensive players in Tori Adams and Lauren Roberts. The 2 combining for more than 5 kills per set. Kendra Schwartz as well, also very good offensively. Those 3 combined close to about 8 kills per set. Big to get from that trio. Greyhounds now a 9-point lead, 21-12. Trying to piece together back-to-back dominating sets. A lot of the crowd here thought that last serve was just inside the back right corner. Ruled out, though, by the line judge. And Hondo serving down by 8. Samantha Richter had a good serve earlier in this set. Jump serve here is over, right to Amick. A good point there for the Owls. Morgan Waynon on the play for Hondo. Slices that lead down to 7. As Richter serves again for the Owls, down 21-14. It's back at a 6-point lead. Coach Gonzalez asking for an explanation from our down official. As Klingman serves for Boerne. Good effort on the part of Madison Adams. Couldn't chase it down, though. Owls trying to rally back. Trailing by 5 with Boerne 3 points away from the 2-1 lead. Jones is set up for Schwartz, whose shot lands in, just inside the back line. Another good play from Kendra Schwartz this evening. Greyhounds on top 23-17. Madison Jones, who had 3 aces on Tuesday, serving here for the Greyhounds. Here's Schwartz again for Boerne, making a play. And now it's set point for the Greyhounds, leading 24-17. They have not trailed in set 3. Again, won the second set going away, 25-13. The serve is over from Jones. Double hit the call against Hondo. That call goes against the Owls, and set 3 goes to Boerne, 25-17. So, once down 0-1, Boerne takes a 2-1 lead into set 4. Looking to close things out after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
That's up, ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees are very loaded. He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
No matter what they want.
I am obsessed with ostrich feathers.
I love a ball gown. A lot of bling. Bling, bling, bling.
They can't say I do until they say yes.
Yes! Woo!
When the dress is the right dress, all the rules go out the window.
Say yes to the dress. Saturdays at 8 on TLC.
Watch TLC, GVTC, channel 553.
At QVC, we know shopping because we're shoppers too.
We know sometimes you want to treat others, and sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
We know it's the little things that make a house a home.
And we know what it's like to budget. It's why we started Easy Pay, so you can enjoy what you want now and pay over time with 0% interest.
We created QVC for shoppers like us. And like you. QVC, by shoppers, for shoppers.
The Greyhounds have responded well since dropping the first set. They have responded with back-to-back set victories in sets 2 and 3, 25-13, 25-17. And now the Greyhounds looking to wrap things up in 4 and improve to 4-0 on the season. And closing out this season opening 4-match homestand tonight, Boerne will play on the road twice next week. Hondo plays again tomorrow. The Owls back home tomorrow afternoon to face Ingram Moore. 6 of their next 7 are at home in Hondo. And their district opener is scheduled for September 25th against Carrizo Springs. Boerne will open up 28-4, play against Wimberley on September 22nd. We're underway in this non-district matchup in the 4th set with Boerne on top, 2-1. Adams has been so good for Boerne tonight, but there, Reese on the dig for Hondo to keep things alive. Good shot from Aaron Majors. And Hondo on top early, 1-0. Off the fingertips of Lauren Roberts, as Emma Newman serves for Hondo, leading 1-0. Adams the shot. Adams scores again. Anna Schultz late to react there for Hondo. And now Adams is served for Boerne. third of the team in kills per set. We'll would imagine that Adams will be in that top 3 listing all year long in terms of kills for Boerne. Battling Lauren Roberts and Kendra Schwartz. Jump serve for Adams to Schultz and got the better of her again. 3 straight for the Greyhounds. Running jump for Adams, another ace. 4-1 Boerne. Again, the Greyhounds have had firm control of this match since the end of the first set. Right to Schultz. Hondo just able to get it over. Roberts, but kept alive by Hondo. This time it's Schwartz with a swing from the left side. All Boerne right now. Great setup, cross court by Jones to Schwartz. Again, Madison Jones, so good in the assist game for the Greyhounds in the early part of the season. As Boerne takes his 6-1 lead. Jones, 30 assists in the win over Blanco, had 51 of the team's 58 assists in the 2 sweeps last week over Comfort and Jordanton. That serve lands and all Boerne. Timeout taken by Hondo, a 7-1 Greyhound lead. And Tori Adams is on fire right now in the service game and also very good offensively as well. 7-1, Greyhounds on top here in the 4th set, leading 2-1. Again, a great start for a team that lost so much from a year ago in Boerne. Hondo out to a great start as well, and don't underestimate the Owls despite Boerne's 7-1 lead here. And on top 2-1, Hondo has erased 0-2 and 2-1 deficits in their 2 wins this season. Down 0-2 to rival Divine, came back to win. They were down 2-1 against Bandera just 3 nights ago. Came back to win that. Hondo hoping to break the momentum of Tori Adams. The sophomore has been very impressive so far for the Greyhounds. And serves again. Running jump into the serve. And she's going to score again. Gets that running jump right towards the back row. And aces again for Adams. 9-1 Boerne. And the Owls now place 4 in the back row. And finally able to receive a serve. Schwartz's shot. And with only 2 players behind the 6-foot line, not enough bodies back there for that swing from Schwartz. 10 unanswered scored by the Greyhounds. 10th straight serve for Adams. And she'll finally get a break. A remarkable run for the sophomore who comes out. And Hondo trying to spark a rally of its own as Adams takes a seat. Major serving for the Owls. Right to Schwartz, or no, that was Klingman, and her bump there went right into the railing near the lights. Lead cut down to 7. To Roberts. Jones. To Riley Jones. And Boerne back in front by 8, 11-3. Little Jones to Jones connection here. As McKenna Mann back at his serve for the Greyhounds. Jump serve is over to Reese, but nobody in the front row to go get it. The serve-receive game, something that Coach Pettibon spoke about in our pregame chat. Hondo having issues with that right now. To Reese. And here's Gruber. That shot from the 6-foot line right into the net by Brandon. All Boerne here in the fourth set. Hondo won the first point since then, a 13-2 Greyhound run. Schultz mistimed her jump. And you wonder at what point Coach Gonzalez will call for her second timeout. Good serve from Mann. Should be a free ball for Boerne. Jones setting it up for Roberts. And the attacking error as Hondo scores its fourth point. First time in 3 years these two have met. Last meeting was in 2017. The two played twice in the same district, earned a split. But overall, 13 meetings between these two all time. Greyhounds the advantage 11-2. And on the verge of creating more separation of the all-time series, as they've now built a 16-4 lead. And a lot of the points scored from Boerne are coming off of Owl miscues. They aren't necessarily points scored for Boerne. There's a Boerne miscue on the error from Lauren Roberts on service. 16-5 now, the Greyhound lead. That'll send Addison Williams, the freshman, back in for the Owls to serve. Good left-handed serve as Mann receives it. Klingman, the shot for Boerne. Madison Jones, again, the great setup there to the left side for the Greyhounds. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Boerne is 8 points away from wrapping things up. Make it 7. Lead grows to 18-5. And that serve into the net from Addison Amick. Hondo played so well in the first set. Jumped out of that 10-5 lead, held on to win 25-22. They won 5 of the final 7 points. But since then, it has been all Greyhounds here in Boerne. A looping serve received by Mann. The jump set up there for Klingman. Hondo returning. Good play up at the net from Boerne, courtesy of Madison Jones and Ashley Klingman. The two just creating a wall there on the right side. Give more of the credit there to Jones. As she serves again. Looking for point 20. From the back row, Reese off the tape. Good hit. Well behind the 6-foot line from Cassidy Reese. No more for her defense. That's some good offense there. And it's 19-7. Bump set by Jones. Schwartz the swing too strong. And a 2-point rally here for Hondo. Here's another point for the Owls, courtesy of Jacqueline Leyva. Good setup, too, for the freshman Addison Williams here for the Owls. And now 3 in a row for Hondo. That streak will end on the service error from Lindy Berger. And the Greyhounds 5 points away from improving to 4-0 on the year. Klingman a running start, but commits the error. Lead back down to 10. But Hondo's going to need a massive rally now just to get back in this thing. Emma Newman with the standing serve, right to Amick. Jones for Adams, just punches it over. And the attacking error for Majors gives Boerne a 21-10 lead. And Tori Adams back to serve for Boerne. If you recall, the Greyhounds scored 10 unanswered with her on service early on in this fourth set. As I say that, an error right away by Adams. Hondo gets it back. So since that 10-1 run, it's been fairly even. With a lot of miscues going both ways, but that early hole might prove to be too much for Hondo to overcome. And Boerne now 3 points away from a 4-set win. 22-11. Man serve, received by Gruber. Free ball, sent over by Reese. Great save there from Emery Brandon for the Owls. Roberts, yes, that stays in. 23-11, Greyhounds on top. Cross-court hit there for Lauren Roberts. Just danced off the tape and fell just inside the sideline. Ball not received well by the Owls, and now it is match point for Boerne. Down 0-1 early, had a chance to win 3 straight. And the Greyhounds, with a perfect start of the season in this 4-match season opening homestand, they win all 4 as they take this one in 4 sets tonight over Hondo. 25-11 the final in the 4th set as they take it 3-1 over the Owls. We are back to wrap things up after this on the Greyhounds Sports Network.
What's up, boys?
Time to talk ball.
Let's talk about the Nationals. Pitching is still king. We got to get Mike Trout in the playoffs.
The Yankees they're loaded.
He wants to win that Cy Young, and he's going to win that Cy Young.
Do you like pimping home runs?
I love all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let them know who hit it.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
A look inside a victorious huddle for the Boerne Greyhounds as they defeat the Hondo Owls in 4 sets tonight, wrapping up this season-opening 4-match homestand with a perfect 4-0 record. They dropped the first set of the Owls 25-22, but then won the final 3, holding the Owls to 17 points or fewer in all 3 of those sets as they again improved to 4-0 on the year. While the Owls are handed their first loss, they fall to 2-1. Don't forget, we have more coverage coming up on the Greyhound Sports Network, starting with football, the 2020 season opener this coming Friday, a week from tonight, as Boerne hosts the Beeville Jones High School Trojans. Kickoff is at 7:30. And again, live coverage available here on the Greyhounds Sports Network. Well, until then, that's going to wrap up our coverage here this evening. On behalf of our entire Greyhound Sports Network crew, I'm Brant Freeman saying good night from Boerne, Texas.